Hi, welcome back to the show 3Q's and You. I'm your host, Sammy Schwartz, and today we are joined by Associate Professor of Political Science and the General Advisor for the sorority Zeta Tau Alpha of Boise State University, Dr. Jaclyn Kettler. Welcome, Jaclyn.
Thanks for having me.
How are you feeling today?
You know, making it through the week. It was some beautiful weather this week. It's been quite nice.
For sure. So tell us a little bit more about your positions at Boise State.
Yeah, so I teach in the political science department. I joined Boise State in 2014 and was promoted to associate professor last year, which is exciting. And then I also do some advising on campus for Zeta and some other activities, which is, you know, keeps me busy.
Amazing. Well, you really do impact the Boise State community, but are you ready to hear a little bit more about the game that we're going to play today?
Sounds good.
Awesome. So our class, our Media 316 class here at Boise State, split up into 3 teams, and we came up with questions in 3 different categories for you. So the categories are college, professional, and wildcard. And for the first 2 questions, the winning team gets a point, and for the last question, the team gets 2 points. And so are you ready to jump right into the questions?
Let's go.
All right. So college is our first category. And for the first question, we have, who was your biggest motivation in college and why? What made you pick your major? And the third question is, what is your biggest study tip?
All right. And so
You can pick whichever question you'd like.
Well, I chose my major, political science. I always loved politics as a kid. I remember like watching presidential election returns early on and just was always fascinated by politics and what was happening and what drove political decision making. And so I knew from the start I wanted to major in political science. But along the way, I also got really interested in international affairs and so added on a double major with international studies.
Wow. And besides teaching political science at Boise State, do you do anything in politics outside of the school?
Well, I mean, one nice thing about being in the state capitol is that a lot of people are interested in Idaho politics. So I get to engage in a lot of panels, talk to the media, all sorts of kind of public-facing elements on Idaho politics, national politics, which is something I enjoy quite a bit.
Amazing. And politics is so fast-paced and so fast-moving, and so I'm sure that's very exciting and keeps you very busy.
That it does.
All right, so we're going to move on to career now, and for the first question for career, we have, what made you want to be an advisor for Zeta Tau Alpha? We have, for the second question, how do your students here at BSU make an impact on you? And the third question is, what is something special about being an advisor?
Oh, so many great questions. I think the Boise State students make an impact on me in so many different ways. One of which is just that we have diverse students in terms of their stages of life, where they come from, their experiences. And so it's always great in the classroom to get to learn from them, in addition to kind of learning about the material together. In the fall, I taught an MPA class, and it was really great to get to engage with people working in politics and government and learn more about some of the particulars through those experiences as well. So yeah, some of those ways.
What has been your favorite class that you've taught at Boise State?
Oh, wow. That's hard. I get to teach in my area, which is, which I really enjoy. But I think one of my favorites is teaching state politics. It's a comparative state politics course. But I think a lot of people pay attention to national politics, but not so much state and local. And so it's really great to walk through how state governments differ and their politics differ and why we see different policies emerge in different states.
Amazing. And then going to the sorority side, because I know you do work with Zeta Tau Alpha, how have those girls impacted you as advisor?
Well, one thing I was really excited to have some additional mentorship opportunities, and something like leadership in a sorority really helps develop key leadership skills, and it's really great to get to see women go through those experiences, work on their leadership skills, and getting to kind of mentor along with that process is really fulfilling.
Totally. I think being in a sorority personally has been one of my favorite experiences of college so far. And as a member of Zeta Alpha, you definitely helped along the way. So that brings us to our final category of wildcard. And just for a points kind of score sheet right now. For Team Orange, we have 1 point, and for Team Blue, we also have 1 point.
Oh, no.
So this could be the deciding factor, or Team Blue Orange combined can pull forward and do and win the game. So for the first question for Wildcard, we have, you're getting kidnapped and you have to leave a note. What does the note say? For the second question, we have, if you could go back 5 years, what would you want to tell yourself? And for the third question, we asked, what made you pick Boise State over every other school?
Oof, really great questions, and I'm going to go for the most straightforward one, for why I chose Boise State. And for me, it was a place where I knew that valued teaching in addition to research, because I think that's the student, I'm here to help students, and that was so attractive. And then, as I mentioned earlier, just being in the state capitol, getting to be where the legislature's meeting, where policies decided, was really exciting too, just for the opportunities to be more engaged with our state politics.
Yes, and you mentioned earlier how diverse this school was, and I totally agree with you. And I think that you've made some great points for tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. That last question was Team Blue-Orange, so Team Blue-Orange wins, and that pulled them ahead with the 2 points over Team Blue and Team Orange. So congrats to Team Blue-Orange, or Purple, I think I like to call it purple. I don't know. But thank you so much, Dr. Kettler, for joining us today. It was a blast to have you on.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
Of course, you generate some great conversation. And tune in next time. I'm Samantha Schwartz, and tune in next time with a new guest and a new host to play the game 3Q's and You. Thank you for watching. See you later.